probably one of my most favorite things. So as I was thinking about intersectionality and culture and how it's changed over time, I was trying to think of something, besides kind of the the key things about gender, class, and kind of reflect on myself. I thought about it over the years. My culture. So I grew up in the South Bronx, a minority culture, disadvantaged, low income, and as I've seen over the years, the culture of my generation, or the minority culture, has changed so much. I feel like growing up back in the 90s, it was big on Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. and kind of being this whole thug cool idea. And I remember gangs were really big when I was in elementary school, and trying to join a gang and to get into a lot of fights and to be cool and do all these things. This day and age, I feel like the culture has changed so much. The minority culture, a lot of them are focused on getting money now. I mean, in my perspective, there's no longer a lot of fighting. I live in Harlem, kind of in the core by Frederick Douglass. So it's AC train, and it could be seen as a bad area, but there's just people that are just focused on seriously getting money, whether that be through selling drugs or many other things. I don't see a lot of fighting the same way it was before. So a lot of it is focused on trying to make it, or trying to make some type of success out of yourself. A lot of it is on clothes as well. I remember in the 90s, the culture of the style was more baggy, more jailhouse type of clothing. People still wear their pants really low, so that's remained consistent. That hasn't changed. But clothes are really big, really large. Wearing things that didn't fit you. I remember me growing up. I was in 5th grade, and I'd wear an extra large shirt almost touching my knees. So the culture of that has changed drastically. And then I remember in high school, it changed from tight clothes to fitted, very fitted, looking nice, very fitted, and people were no longer shopping at Dr. J's to get all this big clothing, huge jeans. Everything was fitted, and now it's more H&M and Banana Republic, all the sophisticated things. So in essence, the minority culture is trying to be more like the majority culture in terms of buying clothes that they may have, so that they may be perceived as being more like them. From what I understand, also the culture is more focused on the style is very, very just unique and unexplainable. It's all rules are being broken nowadays. I feel that's really big. And then just fashion in general is just, it's absurd. It's just absurd. It's just anything can be a amazing style now. Is I feel like our generation is trying to have the clothes. Well, my generation is trying to have the clothes define. They're trying to define the clothes and not let the clothes define them. And it's every person I see is just a different style. It's a different kind of their focus is just so different. So that's how I feel the culture have changed in the eyes of Latinos and minorities that I've seen growing up. A lot of them are just focused on trying to make some type of success in their life, and there's definitely not much fighting, changes. People are not really trying to be thugs anymore. They're trying to be cool and sophisticated and more manly, trying to learn and grow. And so I kind of think that's how culture has changed over time.